The Pokemon Company has released another trailer for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Last week we had the Mimikyu Z-move, and now Move Tutors are returning. We already knew about this feature, but it's good to see we get like the official reveal as well as more details about it. And then this is a pretty crazy trailer because it's just a barrage of really good Move Tutors, like Tapu Fini with the Icy Wind. That is going to be scary. And then we get the Drill Run on the Verlisify. We get to see Iron Head, and then Thunder Punch. Oh my god, there's so many moves going on. I can't keep up. That was a foul play. Is that Dazzling Gleam? What's happening? Oh my goodness. And now I can't even see what Necrozma's up to because that is just way too bright. And now we got a new form that looks kind of like Mega Evolution, but it's called something different. And then that is going to be the trailer right there, guys. Now, Japan, the Pokemon Japanese YouTube, they uploaded a longer trailer, this one being 2 minutes instead of like 43 seconds. But it's not really much more. Like sometimes the Japanese Pokemon YouTube channel, they put out just more information in their trailers. This is pretty much a recap of the last 5-minute trailer, which was a recap of all the other trailers. It's not really much new information, and then they decide to tease it in a different way when it comes to Necrozma forms. So showing once again the little twisty shenanigans that go on for the Z move, showing that off, and then now they're also like trying to tease this in a different way. It's like, oh, what does that look like? That looks like a yellow Necrozma going into the Ultra Burst. And then instead of showing it throughout the game, they go and zoom up to the official reveal, and it's so bright. I don't even know what to make of that. But yeah, we roughly get the idea of what's happening with the new Necrozma. This has already been like data mined and leaked and stuff. I'm not going to go into any of those spoilers, but yeah, it's effectively that, and we just don't get to see the endgame model, which looks pretty ridiculous as well. There's that. Also, I did want to follow up what's going on with the Move Tutors. Cerebi update, Eurogamer Portugal interview confirms points for Mantine Surf are used to pay Move Tutors. I thought that was awesome. This going back to October, so about 3 weeks ago we got this information, and that was another thing to point out, is that I was wondering, would it be different points? You know, would it be battle points and then Mantine points, or how would this end up working? Well, you can see from the start right here, it's all the same. So apparently you get battle points from surfing. I guess they might need to change up the naming scheme or something for future Pokemon games, but then that would also be kind of weird because battle points are used to buy items at the battle facilities as well as potentially Move Tutors and stuff. Now in the past, Move Tutors were done through different methods, so now it seems like they're just kind of combining it, but this seems a lot better that, you know, you can do a couple rounds of Mantine Surf and then buy some moves or even items, so it's not like you do Mantine Surf only for the Move Tutors and then you have to still do the battle tree for the items. Now it all comes together and you can kind of do whatever you want with that, so that's pretty nice. So what it's going to come down to is if Mantine Surf is faster than the battle tree at earning battle points, I feel like it's going to be both a yes and a no. That once you get a really massive streak on the battle tree, you're probably earning way more points than you could ever earn with Mantine Surf, but also I hope there's like an upgrade system that as you get better ranks, as you do it more in Mantine Surf, you have the opportunity to earn more battle points so you can kind of get more proficiency, but overall at like the early stages of the battle tree where you're barely earning any battle points per battle, I feel like Mantine Surf is meant to be better. So just kind of like the average, you know, if you want to start grinding up through Mantine Surf, get a reasonable amount of points, which can get you to your goal, but if you want to take the risk, or if you get really good at battling at the battle tree, then you can get everything you want faster through the battle tree that way. I think that that's how it's going to break down, and honestly, I like this idea. Because for any battle facility in any Pokemon game, they kind of set you up for failure. Like with the EV boosting items, it's almost impossible to fully EV train a Pokemon without one of them, so that means you have to go in with like a non-competitive Pokemon, probably isn't even bred that well either, because back in like the 4th generation, those EV boosting items were also used for breeding instead of the Destiny Knot, and then as you got into the Destiny Knot, you need to do that for the battle tree, also earning the battle items. Sure, some battle items are like obtainable throughout the region in like very specific instances and stuff, but unless you want like a choice item, so until you get that choice band, choice specs, choice scarf through grinding on the battle tree, you're just not going to be as effective as you could be. So really you're just earning low points on the easiest point of the battle tree for a long period of time, or the battle facility for a long period of time, and then eventually you can snowball it by being able to breed, being able to EV train, being able to use the items, being able to have a perfectly competitive Pokemon to then grind through the battle tree and then earn more points to then fill out the rest of your team. So it's kind of like hard in the beginning. I like this. With this, Mantine Surf, kind of pick it up and go, get solid amounts of BP early, and then once you've like used that to max out some of your Pokemon, or at least half a team, you know, you only need 3 Pokemon for singles. So you build a solid 3 team, and then you can transition over to the new battle facility, and then start earning crazy items and everything else that you need. Also with the Mega Stones, this should also help pay off the Mega Stones, that if you grind up a lot for move tutors on Mantine Surf, or the battle tree, and then you end up not using them all, any Mega Stones that you don't have, you can probably transition over pretty easily. And then move tutors, they're just going to make your Pokemon stronger, because as we saw in the trailer, there's a good amount of good move tutors. And yeah, the trailer does show a good amount of move tutor moves, so it's like, it's just going to be good stuff overall. Now, Incineroar is interesting, because it does get the Drain Punch, which sounds like something that's super hype, but I guess with the buff to Leech Life, kind of makes to where Drain Punch isn't really super impressive on the Incineroar. See? You wish it was a firefighting Pokemon now. And after all that, let's go and check out the rest of the information, the full details of everything that we know so far shown from the trailers. A shining button appears when selecting a move in battle. Will this bring to light the truth of that glowing Necrozma? So yeah, they're just like, ooh, look at that fancy glowing Necrozma. Photon Geyser, Charge Beam, Sunsteel Strike into the Prismatic Laser. It's called Ultra Burst. Has that little Mega Evolution thing next to it. I mean, it just seems like that the Pokemon Company is going away from Mega Evolution. Like, I already did the video yesterday about how crazy the Pokedex entries are in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But this, we have Ultra Burst. It's not like Mega Necrozma. It's not even Primal Necrozma. It's something completely different. I'm wondering if we're ever going to see Primal, like, Reversion ever again. I want to say Primal Evolution, but it's technically Primal Reversion. I don't know if we're going to be seeing that. Teach your Pokemon moves in exchange for battle points. So I do like it is in exchange for battle points. I just needed that confirmation in my life. And then Necrozma holds a greater secret still. Is so bright. I don't even know what's going on over there, guys. It's ridiculous. The website, they might give us some extra information. So yeah, the Necrozma stuff on the page itself doesn't have anything yet. But if we go to the Alola region, even more Necrozma mystery. We've already learned that the legendary Pokemon Necrozma takes overwhelmingly powerful form of Duskmane Necrozma or Dawn Wings Necrozma by capturing its fellow legendary Pokemon Solgaleo or Lunala. Now we know that Necrozma holds a greater secret still. Here Necrozma appears to be enveloped in light. Just what kind of secret is this? In the screenshot below, a shining button appears in the words Ultra Burst when selecting it. So really we don't have any information, which is kind of lame. Ooh, I like that X though. I like the little X symbol and how shiny that looks. Do they have that for the entire gallery, or is it just the Necrozma one? Wow, I never noticed that for the gallery. Neat. And then the cool features. Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you can teach your Pokemon moves in exchange for battle points. Moves they would not be able to learn by leveling up through any TM. Here are places they can learn on each island. So I wonder if each island is going to have separate move tutors, like how you have to memorize what island it's going to be for what move tutor. I'm still happy I called it though, because when they first showed the updated Alola region, I was like, those cabanas remind me of what happened in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So does that on the battle resort? So does that mean that that's where the move tutors are going to be? And it turned out being true. Now, unfortunately, it looks like is there only like 1 or 2 people on each island, so you have to be like, okay, this island is where I get Icy Wind. That island over there is where I get Drain Punch, unless they have the same move tutor or something. And then over there is where I get all the status moves or something. You can earn BP by winning battles in the Alola region's battle facilities, such as Battle Royal Dome, Battle Tree, or by using Mantine Surf from various beaches. So yeah, guys, just standard move tutor stuff. They have done a lot of interesting things with Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so I might be getting into like soft spoiler territory, because one thing that I've been wanting forever in Pokemon is just no more move gating. So it looks like they didn't bring back the 3rd generation move tutors. No, not every single Pokemon learns Mimic in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but they did actually kind of expand the move tutors pretty well, that they introduced 7th generation moves and some other 5th generation moves as move tutors. That way more Pokemon had access to them. So it's kind of like using BP instead of using them for TMs. I'm alright with that. I'm okay with like Pokemon just kind of learning new stuff to expand upon the game. It feels like a soft balance patch in that way. But another thing I've been having an issue with are the exclusive moves that you can only get from some kind of exclusive event that was in a foreign country or something like that, like Extreme Speed Zigzagoon. Fortunately, Zigzagoon now gets Extreme Speed as an egg move. So the egg moves, those get a little bit of changes. The move tutors, those are starting to catch everything up together. So except for like some very specific stuff like Mimic Shedinja, it seems like everything's kind of getting expanded pretty well. Defog returns as a move tutor. So Defog coming back, I think that was one of the biggest ones, you know, that was like one of the biggest complaints. I wouldn't say entry hazards are a threat, but they're common enough to where it's like, hey, we need more than like 10 viable Pokemon, if that can learn the Defog. So now almost every flying Pokemon gets access to it, which is really nice. So not really much else on the Necrozma. Looks like the Pokemon Company is still trying to hide a few mysteries about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and judging from the data mine, there's still quite a bit left in the game. So that's something interesting. Also, guys, if you can't wait anymore, spoiler alert, you know, if you just have to see the new Necrozma form right now, I imagine that people have probably already seen it or already found it because the YouTube videos have been blowing up over it. I'm actually very surprised the Pokemon Company didn't take down, like, all of the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon gameplay, but there it is. Kind of. So yeah, this is with the no lines mod. You can barely even tell what it is. Like, it actually looks like it does from that promotional picture that we just got. Just bright Pokemon right there, and then that is going to be the actual Necrozma form right there. So yeah, it doesn't even like fit on the sprite sheet properly. I mean, like, it overruns into the Magirna as well, which is kind of funny to look at. But I don't really know what to say. It's just wide and crazy looking. Like, is that Necrozma? It's apparently Necrozma. The shiny form's blue. This is more like the true, just light form, I guess. And that's kind of it. So, you guys, enjoy the video. You guys have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.